Let me do
All
one thing really
right.
fast.
Can people on YouTube confirm that you can hear us? And if somebody else could, who has YouTube
Yeah.
open, let me know. Okay, sounds like we got everything. All right,
Yeah,
let
Russ
me.
said
I
it's
was
too
trying to say it's too
quiet.
quiet.
Oh, that mine's too quiet. Shit, I don't have a good way to do that. My headset's always quiet. Is the problem? I'm sure the rest of you are perfectly
Well,
fine.
everyone is. So maybe OBS.
Oh, everyone is. Okay, well, let's see if I turn that up a bit. All right. Try now. Somebody else? Anybody?
What?
Or
Hello?
Speaking, if you
We
want to
got
turn.
so loud.
now we got what? We got
Still
what?
too quiet. Same volume. Russ said same volume.
Well,
Hello?
everyone can shout into their mics. That's always an option.
Yeah, let's just shout.
Yeah, for the next 3 hours.
Let me just wake my neighbors up.
Well,
My draft notes do involve a lot of shouting, so unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with that.
That sounds like a blast.
boom. So we have the DSFL draft. Hopefully
Oh,
everyone
Russ
else
said
is
I'm
loud.
at good for you.
Hopefully everyone else is loud enough. I assume my mic is quiet. It always is. I don't know why. I probably need to get a new headset. But in any case, I am back again for the second consecutive night. This time hosting the DSFL draft along with a full house of various GMs, both ISFL and DSFL. If you guys want to introduce yourselves and say what team you're going to be reading for.
Yeah, my name is Casey, and I will be reading for Portland.
Hi, I'm Cowboy Blender, and I will be reading for Bondi Beach, as I am the GM of Bondi Beach.
Hello, I'm Degradation. I'll be reading for my team, the Kansas City Coyotes.
Hello, I am Jackie, the GM for the Black Forest Brood, and I am reading for Minnesota.
This is Joriel, and I'm the GM for London. And I'll be reading for London.
I'm LT Black Grizzly, GM of Norfolk of the Norfolk Seawolves, and I'm obviously reading for Norfolk.
Hello, it's me, Zag, and I will be reading for the 15-time Ultimate Mini winning champions, the Tijuana Luchador.
Boo.
And I am not a GM anymore, but I will be reading for Dallas. I feel like I'm outranked for once. Doesn't happen often. Stepping back is great. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get in here. So, on the clock with pick 1 overall. Casey. Casey,
Yes.
take it away. I'm going to forget who's who
and
very quickly here.
that's okay. And with the first pick of the S59 DSFL Draft, Portland selects Newman Douglas, user Grilled Twinkies. Absolute no-brainer here. A longtime SSHL player dipping its toes over to the ISFL. Say no more. Douglas is as plug-and-play as you can get and is coming in to help solidify a strong secondary here in Portland. It's really great conversation that we had with them, and we are super excited to have them on the team after losing some of our corners. And with Grilled Twinkies being a GM in the SHL, we know that he's going to be doing great things for Portland in the league.
All right. Congratulations, Grilled Twinkies. Newman Douglas, pick 1 overall. Next up, London. Joriel.
Okay, well, the second pick, we took JM1 TCH 11, which I think is J Mitch 11, Squash Mitchell, linebacker. Second to draft among the group, first backer taken from this troop, taken to bolster our defense. J Mitch, aka Squash Mitchell, just makes sense. So London needed some help in the defensive area, so we took a linebacker to help us stopping the run and rushing the passer. Welcome to Team J Mitch.
All right. Congrats, Jay Mitch. Next up.
With a third overall pick, Norfolk selected Babu Frick. User Babu Frick. Tied in. We really wanted to go a little bit off what everyone really expected us to pick, because I know everyone probably thought we were going to go defense here. Really enjoyed our talk with Babu Frick, and a tight end. We think adding another tight end to our group is really going to help our defense, or our offense be a little bit more threatening than it was last season. And tight ends, people say some of the people in the league don't like them. We think they're great. That's kind of it.
Everybody loves a good tight end.
Right?
Especially when they're getting good penetration.
Norfolk going.
Thanks for hosting, Tuba.
Not surprised.
You're stuck with me.
I'm not adding that to the quote wall.
Well, because it's already on the quote wall probably about 3 or 4 times. Anyway. Next pick, Bondi.
With the 4th overall pick, bringing back some professionalism to this draft stream, Bondi Beach selects wide receiver Shane Bottom. User, this seems fishy. All of my draft notes start with this, so I'm sorry. We be seeing plenty of fish as we sail the 7 seas, but once we chatted with This Seems Fishy, we knew we had to reel them in before they got away. Shane is a GM in the DSFL equivalent of the SHL, but this is their first voyage into a new sim league. We had a great scouting conversation with them, and it seems we share similar team philosophies and locker room vibes, so we knew they needed to be one of our top targets in the draft. Welcome aboard, This Seems Fishy.
Congrats. All right. Trying to keep it moving because this is going to be a long one. Pick 5.
Pick 5 for the Kansas City Coyotes is Pickle Rick, user Kale Salad. So to me, this was the most no-brainer first pick we've had as GMs. From the beginning, Kale was at the top of our boards for a number of reasons. He's a former Coyote, my current GM in the SHL, where I'm about to be called up to his team, and just an all-around great person. So Kale is a huge locker room pick for us, brings happiness and a relaxed attitude everywhere, and we're just so happy to have him. So welcome back to the pack.
Recreates in the first round. What is the world coming to?
Fight me. Fight me. It's Kale. I don't care.
Literally a pickle.
I had to say it.
Pickle Rick.
With pick 6 of the S59 draft, Dallas selects linebacker D Flowers, user Swanky Pants, another recreate. But for our first pick here in Dallas, or this is what Dallas had to say. For our first pick here in Dallas, we wanted to fill out one of our most needed spots, which ended up being linebacker. Needed someone to help El Pappy out in the 2nd round, and Swanky D Flowers is exactly what we were looking for. He had a very easygoing scouting conversation with him, and the choice was clear when we saw he was still on the board at number 6. All right. Next up.
With pick 7, Minnesota are going to select Peter Griffin, user Ocho, a DT. They had this to say: Ocho is a great multi-sim leaguer who is sure to dominate up the middle and bring activity and great vibes to our locker room. When we saw him at 7, we knew we had to lock it in and couldn't be more excited to have him join the team. Welcome to Minnesota. Personally had some good conversations with Ocho already, actually. So pretty cool.
He doesn't like Chicago pizza, so it can't be that good.
Well, everything's forgivable.
Nobody's perfect.
That's a myth.
Not being a Newfoundland berserker, not forgivable.
With pick 8.
Pick 8. The Tijuana Luchadors, Ultimate Champions, select Itzo the Mythos Zion. User Zion. So Zion came straight into the league and immediately started taking no prisoners, throwing out radical stickers like they own the joint. Owning the joint is kind of what we do in Tijuana. And Zion's going to keep Building on that luchador tradition and make sure the story of Tijuana's dominance sticks in the forefront of everyone's mind. And that's why they're dubbed the Mythos.
Multiple tight ends in round 1. It's going to be an interesting draft. All right. Moving on to round
Tight
2.
end dominance.
Yeah.
Yes. And with the 9th pick of the draft, Portland selects a trade.
Whoa.
Mike keeps peeking. So Portland, round 2, pick 9, and round 6, pick 41. To Kansas City. Portland gets the pick 13, and then a round 4 next season, and a round 4 the season after that. So really building out for the future there in Portland. But all right, so it becomes Kansas City's pick.
All right. So with that pick, number 9, Kansas City chose Robot Sunfish II, user Young Garius. We decided quickly that we needed to keep the momentum going, and William Lim is an all-time great in the ISFL, brings a wealth of knowledge to our team. Our conversation started like most greats do, talking about the plans on the player, but then I realized that they had all the answers already ready for me. Didn't even have to ask anything. So our draft room agreed that in so many parts of their media piece, we just couldn't resist bringing them in and fight for a championship with them again. So welcome to our new Coyote.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology. For Robot the
The
Second.
RAM costs too much.
We have the technology, not the money. All right. Next up, London.
With the 10th pick overall, London selects Mancher Bojangles, a cynical gamer. London needed someone to call the shot, throwing the ball and hitting the spot. So he went and spent all of our bangles at a cynical gamer, aka Mancher Bojangles. London needed a quarterback to fill the void left by our QB retiring last season, which was a cynical gamer. So he just drafted the same user again with a new quarterback. Same user at the helm, new paint job. Welcome to the team again, a cynical.
All
A
right.
lot of rhyming there.
I like the technical one overall there. That was sneaky.
All right. Up next, pick 11.
All right. With the 11th pick of the draft, Norfolk selected Tubby Tim 69. Player name, the CFL is better, which defensive tackle. We picked a real competitor here. Tim is an experienced user who has been around for a while, and we think that they can really help our pass rush, push the opposing O-lines around. And Tim's just a fun person to talk to. So, got to add to the war room.
Go
Nice.
Rough Riders.
Go Rough Riders.
Congrats, Tubby. Next up, Bondi.
With the 12th pick in the DSFL Draft, Season 59, that's what this is. The Bondi Beach Buccaneers select Reggie Bow, user Glims TC. Arr! All that glimmers is gold, and pirates love gold. When deciding who we wanted to take our first recreate in this class, no other prospect came close to Glims. We were blown away by this user in our conversation, and the connection between them and our QB only made us more excited to take them off the board. We're confident that Reggie Bow will be an amazing swashbuckler on and off the gridiron. Welcome to Bondi Beach, Glims.
All right. Next up, pick 13.
And yes, and with the 13th pick of the draft, Portland selects Willie Hit, user the Sparky D. No thank you, next.
Reach.
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 All right. With again, Portland at pick 14.
Yes, and then with the 14th pick of the draft, Portland selects Master Shake, user Austin P0027, and the bold back-to-back QBs. Portland is looking to fill their newly vacated QB position with an awesome talent after the departure of Alonso. And Shake looks to work in tandem with his elite skill position group and keep this offense working like a well-oiled machine. We knew that we wanted to get Austin ever since we were able to get him in a post-TDL waiver. And Portland has done the 2 QB thing before, and it may have worked out. Depends on who you ask. We can't wait to see Master get it started in Portland. We'll see you in the locker room.
All right. Congrats, Austin. Next up, Minnesota.
And with the 15th overall pick, they will select Boss Nasty, a running back, user Oknam. They had this to say, Dunkler is an all-time Minnesota great and former GMs. When we heard he was hoping for a return home, we couldn't have agreed more. We are stoked to get him back in the locker room and war room where he belongs. Welcome home. Welcome back to Minnesota, Oknam.
Oh, hey, Jackie.
That's a
Griff
great
said
render.
to pause while you're reading this pick.
Yeah, we have to hold on this one for as long as we possibly can.
Okay.
And with
It's
the
a season 54 thing, Jackie. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, hey, okay. With pick 16, the Tijuana Luchadors select the Human Panzer, Florian Bauer. User Fire. What do you get when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? No idea. And the Human Panzer hasn't found out an offensive lineman he couldn't throw around and a ball carrier he couldn't flatten. When we saw another great new create, we picked those. Oh, sorry. Fall to us at the end of the second round. Our second-hand embarrassment for the other teams was immeasurable, and our day was anything but ruined. Unlike the next QB that finds themselves in front of this guy, tread lightly, league. Florian Bauer is rolling through.
All right, congrats. And next up, Portland with the third of the last 5 picks.
It was all planned. Because with the 17th pick of the draft, Portland selects
Ooh.
Isaac T. Sleuth, user Slothface Killa. You know it goes better together than a PB&J? A triple stacked PB&J. Sloth is another great user and will help us after our wide receiver core group got called up. Sloth is a slim sim league vet, and he will also help us in the locker room. TE Sleuth will be looking to create a 3-headed monster deep down the field with an awesome wide receiver core that remains here in Portland. And so welcome home and welcome back to Portland, Slothface.
Congrats. Pick 18.
And with pick 18 of the draft, the Kansas City Coyotes select Servin Cakes, user Severin. At this point, we might as well start calling ourselves the Kansas City second line. The know that a KC pipeline grows stronger. We're thrilled to grab our good buddy Sev. We were shocked he fell all the way to 18. A longtime sim leaguer, consummate man of culture. Severin brings tons of experience to the locker room, and we look forward to him forming a dynamic duo with Bongo on a new and improved offensive line. Looks like KC is going to have a dummy thick offensive line next season because they are going to be serving cakes.
I was really confused when you
Eat
said
'em up.
Casey. I don't know why it didn't click in my head that you were talking about Kansas City, and I was like, why am I going to be eating cake?
Don't
Yeah.
threaten me with a good time. Damn.
We have the wrong person reading the wrong teams. It's fine. Pick 19, Norfolk.
All right. With pick 19, Norfolk selects user Jacob Carson 877. Bleebs. God, I'm gonna butcher this last name though. Blunkinchens. So with this pick, we decided to grab another experienced user who could help us solidify our deep coverage, and give us a little bit of an edge to help stop some of those deep passes that plagued us all seasons. all season. Sorry, words catching up. I also slightly recognize Jacob from the SHL a little bit. I've seen them a couple times on opposing teams and just around, so seemed like a pretty good pick for me.
Very nice. Congrats, Jacob. Up next, pick 20, Bondi.
With pick 20, Bondi Beach selects Slider Glovington the third, user Chicey. I've done this arg twice, and my voice is already killing me. Sliding to us in the third round is a prospect we are excited to bring in for their first ISFL career. Chicey stood out to us as a user who is ready to make a name for themselves in any way possible. As a native Aussie, we couldn't pass up the idea of bringing them back to Bondi and aboard the ship. Welcome to the Buccaneers.
Congrats, Chicey. Pick 21, Kansas City stacking a couple picks now.
We got this one last year. Pick 21 for the Kansas City Coyotes. We pick Darian Blackfire, user Thunder Titan 82. So when Thunder was still available in this round, we found ourselves saying, "Thank you, Daddy." And once we were on the clock, we just couldn't pull out the pick fast enough. The Titan on the turf will be going back to his favorite position once again and aiming to intercept the competition. Make sure you bring the beers for day one of practice, and welcome to the pack.
I'm sorry we had to hear that.
I love you all. That's my gift to you.
Anyway, pick 22. Oh, that's being me. Pick 22 for Dallas. Been a while since I had to actually read anything. With the 22nd pick, Dallas selects Lumosity fan, usually Lumosity fan, QB Sage Rosencopter. This is what they had to say. Man, we were super happy to see Lumo fall down to the third round after seeing how all the trades and picks were going and us not having a second. We were in need of a QB and we're pretty scared we would be without one to grab. Lumo is a super nice guy and we were happy to add him to our locker room. So congratulations, Lumo. Next up, pick 23.
With the 23rd overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks are going to select Thomas the Tank, user Russfan. Russfan is a longtime ISFLer, Max Cerner, and overall fun dude. In scouting, he said, Tommy is the biggest, fastest TE in this class, and anyone who passes on him is going to feel like a fool when he goes for 1,000 yards and 10 TDs. Boy, I'm sure glad we won't have to feel like a fool then. Get in here, you tank. Welcome to Minnesota. Congratulations, Russfan. The island of Sodor.
Is that like Hodor?
Hodor?
No.
You're so young.
And with the 24th pick of the DSFL Draft, Portland selects Crocodius Hut, user Crockshut. The long-awaited help for Bumgarner has finally arrived, and it is looking great. I personally scouted this user, and our war room was stuck here at this pick for a fairly long time, going back and forth on who we really wanted to pick right here. But ultimately, knowing that we needed some help in the backfield, we know that Crockshut is not only going to add to the Portland locker room, but he's going to be a great addition to the league. So welcome to Portland.
Congrats, Croc. And then with the first pick of the fourth round, Portland again.
Yes, and with the 25th pick of the DSFL Draft, Portland selects... I almost skipped. Glenroe Grayborn, user 26. And this is actually the big 20 pick of this draft. And Portland looks to help solidify the line with another big man up front. Grayborn comes in looking to add pressure, cut decision making, and force critical mistakes on opposing QBs. He'll be working with a solid defensive line that Portland already has in place. And our scout had nothing but amazing things to say about this user, and so we know he's going to be great in the league as well. So welcome into Portland, 26.
Long-time ISFL legend. Congrats. Then pick 26. One pick too early, because now pick 26.
I know. We were actually debating on trading for 26.
Greatness was so close.
Yeah, trade and then pick up. So pick 26 is Cuddy Van Turbo, user Rockfort. So Seuss time is over for brevity. We took Rockfort at 26 because well-known user, active in multiple sim leagues, GMs and some other ones, and he's just a great locker room presence and a lot of fun to have around. So welcome to London, Rockfort.
So many tight ends in this draft. All right,
Tight
pick
ends are people
27.
too. With pick 27, Norfolk selects Wildcat Bandit. Player name Crusher Casket. With this pick, we decided our linebacker room could use a little bit more strength. So with a name like Crusher Casket, we knew we had to go with him. A QB hunter, definitely going to be a QB hunter that could pair well with Harlan and give us a stronger pass rush to make some of you guys think again about passing against us.
All right, congrats, Wildcat. Pick 28, Bondi.
With the 28th pick, Bondi selects. It's our turn for tight ends. You can't have the slider without bringing in the Glover. Gedgebra is the second half of our slider/Glover duo that we are excited to unleash onto the league. The power of the Glovers and sliders is dangerous alone, but once brought together, they become an unstoppable pirate duo. Welcome to Bondi, Glover Slidington.
Yeah, you gotta have both, otherwise you're gonna be degloved. Pick 29.
Saying that with Art the Clown staring at me right now
Yeah,
is not
that's why I
okay.
started laughing.
That is not okay.
It was an
Tuba.
uncomfortable laugh.
Moving
You
on.
know what our
moving
nightmares are
on.
going to be tonight.
Pick 29.
With pick
Kansas.
29, Kansas City selects Mr. Frog, user Son of Car. This is from Turd's point of view, so I do not endorse most of what he says. When I saw Spile created for this draft, he became an immediate target as my Turd teammate in the SMJHL, Go Whalers, and GM in SHL, Go Panthers. I'm super excited to share another locker room with Spile. I have no doubt that his front office experience in both PBE and SHL will prove invaluable to the Oats moving forward. And Mr. Frog is going to wreck shit up front for us for seasons to come. Welcome to Kansas City.
Congrats, Son of Car. All right. With the next pick.
Great render.
With the next pick 30 of the S59 DSFL Draft, Dallas selects linebacker Thasma Dixon, user Agent Chaos. That's what they had to say. Swanky, this one was for you. We needed another linebacker. We decided to grab Swanky's girlfriend. She fills in another spot. We really wanted to check off this draft, and it's pretty dope to get a couple already together in DSFL as they hope to play together in the ISFL. So congrats, Agent Chaos, and I guess Swanky as well. Love on the gridiron. Pick 31.
With the tight ends.
And with the 31st overall pick, Minnesota are going to select. It's Polamalu. User Quarky One. University of Southern California, a safety. They had this to say. Quarky One? I think you mean Quacky One. Had a great conversation with them and was surprised and super stoked to see them fall to us. We knew we wanted them before this pick came up. We are excited for you to join us this season, and we can't wait to watch you crack everyone up. Welcome, Crackerone.
Congrats. Pick 32.
People calling this the steal.
Oh, pick 32, last pick of the 4th round.
Oh, hey, yeah, with the 32nd pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select.
Aha! You were wrong.
It is still the last pick of the 3rd round, but Tijuana selects a trade. Minnesota taking the pick, and Tijuana getting a round 4 next season, plus Purdy, PP, Penix. So,
Yeah.
Minnesota. Unless you guys want to talk about the trade, but
With the 32nd overall pick. Well, I mean, I have no clue.
yeah. Anyway, pick 32.
Pick 32 is going to be Fletcher Claflin, user Green Bay Nathan, a wide receiver. They say a longtime Norfolk Seawolf joins the list of Seawolf to Duck converts as he'll join the Ducks receiving corps. Shout out to the OG Discord Jeopardy legend and a great guy. Welcome to Minnesota, Nate.
All right.
For good, thanks.
Going into the 5th round, pick 33.
Yes, and with the 33rd pick of this draft, Portland selects Jeff Peterson, user Cement Hands. Hey, you know what's better than a triple stacked PB&J? What about a quadruple stacked PB&J? We are absolutely surprised that he fell this far, and Jeff looks to be an absolute steal to reinforce this already loaded wide receiver core for a very explosive upcoming season. Crash has been a good pal of Sparky's since Sparky joined the SHL, and you can never have enough good wide receivers. So Crash will bring a veteran presence to the locker room, and welcome in, Crash.
Congrats. Pick 34.
With the 34th pick, London selects Richard Patterson, user BJK Man. We need to
User-
support
Is
our.
that the right pick? Pick 34?
So we had listed.
Huh. Infy, do we know what's going on?
Damn it, London.
Got to get our notes right.
Take Kansas City's picks.
Oh,
Please don't.
Fill
Haven't
out the
listed
square
wrong.
on the bingo card.
okay. So with 34th pick, we took left bench B-Fan 8474 at wide receiver. We need to bolster our wide receiver core. So we picked a wide receiver to help with our new quarterback. So we're happy to have B-Fan.
All right. Congrats, B-Fan. Pick 35.
With pick 35, Norfolk selects Swimming Neutron, user Big Noof. We were kind of surprised Big Noof fell this far. We had a good conversation with them, so it was kind of a no-brainer we took them here. Adding him to our running back room, we thought it would create a strong 1-2 punch for our offense. And as he swims through the tackles, he'll have you wondering why he got a blast so fast.
I'm disappointed that it's Swimming Neutron and it's just Nemo and not Nemo with Jimmy Neutron's face.
Or at least his
Yeah.
hair.
Actually, that's true. Nemo with Jimmy Neutron's hair would have been epic.
Graphics team has been slaving away for so long, and you dare to criticize them?
I know.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna
Well,
say,
this was
wait,
a 24-hour turnaround.
Valor
I
and
think.
Infinite have been slaving away.
There's 81 prospects, and you dare criticize them for not putting hair on a fish?
Especially after talking with Infinite last night, knowing exactly what needed to be done in the next 24 hours. Love you, Infy. Anyway, pick 36.
With pick 36, and with a massive thank you to our graphics team, Bondi selects Cornerback Isaac Athens, user STZ. Arrgh. Now, here's a prospect we cannot let get past us. STZ is a seasoned Sim League veteran, and we couldn't be more excited to bring them on board. Isaac Athens shows all the makings of an elite Buccaneer, ready to swing from ship to ship and plunder your team's offense. I will say, this is me, Cowboy Blender, talking, not whoever wrote this draft note. I did not know they had a Texans render, or else we would have skipped them. Anyway, welcome to Bondi Beach.
Damn.
Tighten up.
I didn't know the AFC South had enough enough success to actually have rivalries.
Just
Do
let
they
us
have
do our thing,
fans?
man. We don't have much. Just let us have
got
this.
'em.
Pick 37.
Yeah, and with pick 37, Kansas City selects Ryan Wolf, user Wolfman8989. I think Ryan Wolf will probably go down as an all-time steal in the 5th round. The Wolfman came out of the gates with an interest in the sim, hoping to make an impactful player on the field. They asked more questions during the scouting than I did, which was refreshing. So we decided to have him anchor our defense. I personally expect Wolfman to be around the league for a long time and take up a lot of jobs, probably with a GM spot somewhere along the way. Glad to have you as a Coyote.
All right, congrats, Wolfman. Pick 38. Dallas selects cornerback Dennis Dunn, user Crash 1005. That's what they had to say. Truly happy with this pick. Very surprised my scouting conversation with Crash was my first ever interaction with him. But we had a great chat, and I didn't think he'd be there this late. Just lost Ice Bear, so grabbing a cornerback this late in the draft was huge for us. Sorry you didn't go in the first round this go around, Crash. Huge class though, so we are at pick 38. I think we're not even at.
I was
the
gonna say we're not
halfway
even
point yet.
halfway there. Yeah.
This is gonna be a monster draft. So no shame in going 5th round in this one. All right. Pick 39.
And with pick 39, Minnesota are going to select Turndown Service, user Black Baby Jesus, an O lineman from Central Michigan University. And they have this to say. A PBE GM and great sim leaguer over there. We were thrilled to get Black Baby Jesus this late to stack up the pancakes on our O-line. Big ups to the PBE sim audit legend. We're so excited to have you. Welcome to the Quack Attack. Solid pick. Great to have OL. In the DSFL especially.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you
I
don't
was
see that very often.
just waking up here. With pick 40, the Tijuana Luchadors select Grant Right Hand Price, user Snowbow. Hey, look, another new create. Is that legal? We made it legal. Unlike Grant Price, who's going to make passing on the Luchadors illegal. The righteous hand of Tijuana's secondary is going to show off his hands by taking the ball right away from the receiver's grasp and making the QB pay the true price for picking a fight they can't win against Grant Price.
All right, congratulations. Entering round 6 of the S59 DSFL Draft. Pick 41.
And at the start of round 6, pick 41, Kansas City selects Laser Dave, user, my bad, player Julius David Kane, user Laser Dave. This draft class being so large, there was always going to be value in the later rounds. However, finding Laser Dave all the way at pick 41 feels like finding one of those folded over chips at the bottom of the chips bag. Coming from the fake college football league, you have some experience, and hopefully it'll translate for real. Dubious food preferences aside, really no cheese? We at the Kansas City Coyotes are real excited to get you on the team.
All right, congrats, Laser Dave. Pick
Who
42.
hates cheese?
Okay, with pick 42, London selects Richard Patterson.
For real this time.
Yep. BJK, man. It was a long draft. We need to export. We need to support our existing running back and keep our new QB alive. So offensive line was a call. We're happy to have this user in the locker room. We're looking forward to having them protect our passer and bolster our run game. And so welcome to London, BJK man.
All right. Congrats, BJK. Pick 43.
All right. With pick 43, Norfolk selects user Buttersquatch 101, player Matthew Matty. We really enjoyed our conversation with Butter, and picking him here just felt right. Adding him to our already stacked wide receiver room really just adds more hands for our quarterback to throw to, and we think he'll go a long way with making other teams try to stop him.
All right, congrats, Buttersquatch. Pick 44.
With pick 44, Bondi selects offensive lineman Big Manus, user Wolfpaw. Bondi's history of legendary offensive line players will be continuing with our pickup of Big Manus. We deeply enjoyed our conversation with Wolfpaw, and I personally related with his desire to play a big blocking boy. We can't wait to see what we accomplish together. Welcome to Bondi, Wolfpaw.
Ah. What is my computer doing? All right. There we go. All right. Sorry, computer decided to freak out for a second. Pick 45.
With pick 45, Kansas City selects Sap Warren, user Starchy Chaff. Although the old saying that goes, you have to separate the wheat from the chaff, usually refers to chaff in a derogatory manner. But we here in Kansas City actually prefer chaff. Give us all the chaff, especially Starchy Chaff, who we are incredibly excited to welcome to Kansas City. Starchy has been around the block a few times, and we look forward to being his DSFL home for the next few seasons to come. Welcome aboard.
Sounds like you need ointment now.
I said chaff way too many times there.
Yeah. Congrats, Starchy. With pick 46, Dallas selects kicker Johnny Zins, user Big Blue X. This is what they had to say. Needed a kicker, and we got our kicker. With a name like Johnny Zins and the personality of Big Blue X, it was an easy choice to know we wanted them as our kicker. Truly loved our scouting conversation, and so happy to welcome them to Dallas. What's the significance of name Johnny Zins?
Probably you'll see him playing every single position.
I was gonna say that he's packing a lip, but that works too. God.
Very talented and versatile, huh?
Yeah.
So many different jobs, careers. Plumber, doctor, football quarterback,
football player,
football kicker now.
Perfectly accurate. Hits it every time. Pick 47.
The 47th overall pick. Minnesota selects Kayshawn Nixvins, user Jacob, a cornerback. They ask, why the heck is Jacob still on the board? An outstanding multi-league user, he'll instantly make an impact in our secondary, and we can't wait to get him into the locker room. Welcome in. Yeah, and he's HO, right? Or something?
That explains it.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so.
And with pick 48, the Tijuana Luchadors select Grayson Left Hand Kelly, user Gray K. When you have a chance to unite the best tag team in the draft class, you take it. They call it Kelly Left Hand because that's all that's left of any receiver that thinks going over the middle is a good idea. Fun fact, he's actually ambidextrous. When the left hand and the right hand come together, they're going to shake up the DSFL.
Congratulations. Moving into round 7 of the draft that never ends. Pick 49.
Yes, and with the 49th pick of the draft, Portland selects Anders Hones, user Shinobi_24. Looking to add another piece to this D line on the opposite side of the Deke Waters. Hones comes in late in this draft, but with a significant role in Portland, and he'll work alongside his fellow rookies to terrorize opposing QBs. A completely new user to Sim Leagues, but has been super active since creating. In Portland, we love to see new players come in and shine and make it big. So welcome to Portland.
Congratulations, Shinobi. Pick 50.
With pick 50, London selects D Nye. And Andro, I believe is the name, username. I'm happy. What a render. Happy to Polish user in the London organization to help on the defensive side of the ball. With the amount of run-oriented teams, it helps to have a defensive lineman to stop the run and pressure the passer. London welcomes you, Andro.
Just the big no sign.
That was planned maybe for doing like a username redacted at some point.
All right. Pick 51.
With pick 51, Norfolk selects user Lefty, player name Darius Reen. Adding more support to our D line was the thought here. The fact that Lefty made it down this far was just a surprise overall. So we picked him to anchor our line and add a little bit more to our pass rush. Thanks for joining, Lefty.
All right. Pick 52, Bondi.
With the 52nd pick, Bondi selects safety Elijah Knock, user Naspace. Arg. I'm about to make the oldest reference that I ever have, and most of the people here won't get it. All your Naspace are belong to us. Naspace
You
was a
think
late
so
season
little
waiver
of
pickup.
me.
Oh, I know
The
you're
old
old, Jackie.
internets.
I was talking about everyone else.
I get it too.
Okay, sure. Naspace was a late season waiver pickup for us last year, and we're so excited to have them rejoin our crew. Naspace is a majors GM and PBE and just an all-around great person. We're excited to see them back in the green and yellow. Welcome back to the Buccaneers.
Congratulations. Pick 53.
With pick 53, the Kansas City Coyotes select Archer Jewel, user Mick K. Bearcat. The scouting conversation with Bearcat was short but sweet. It did not take long for us to decide he would be a perfect fit for our team. New to Sim Leagues, we have all the faith in the world that Mick K. Bearcat will take to them like a fish to water, or a bear to the woods, or no, a cat to the tree. It's something. They'll take to it.
Something like that. Pick 54. Dallas selects another tight end. Huge tight end class. Tight end
Love
David
it.
Bruno. User AJW, and this is what they had to say. Also another person I was very surprised to see here at 54. Our offensive power is already close to max, so decided why not add one more weapon. We're excited to have you, AJW, and looking forward to welcoming you in. Huge tight ends in this class.
Love the tight ends here.
So many tight ends. I like tight ends, I can't lie. Pick 55.
With the 55th overall pick, Minnesota selects Bubba Gump, user Pidgey Destined, a wide receiver. I have to note that this is either of Din Dog or Dragon Blaster saying this here, and I could see either one of them writing these notes. They say, absolute steal here with this pick. When we came up on the clock, I had to poop, which held us up a bit, but it worked out because Pidgey replied to our messages, and holy crack-a-doodle-doo, I'm happy they did. Had a wicked awesome conversation, and they are a Pokemon fan, so easy pick here. Welcome to Mini.
All right, congrats.
Minnesota didn't provide any notes. And with pick 56, the Tijuana Luchadors select Gold Chip, the Illuminator. User Lieth the Squirrel. Gold Chip is a returning luchador, part of our 15th Ultimate Championship team, and our first and last, spoilers, recreate pick of the class. We're expecting the Illuminator to light up the league and solve the opposing teams like a Rubik's Cube. Instead of racing herself, Gold Chip will be having the opposing teams racing to come up with a way to deal with all the mischief and shenanigans she creates. Welcome to Tijuana. Again.
Congrats there. All right, moving into round 8. Pick 57.
Not even halfway there yet. With the 57th pick of the DSFL draft, Portland selects Jimmy Fournier. I hope I said that right. Jim Dooliffe, AA. Near the end of the draft here, and Portland takes a shot at another linebacker to help build some balance in the defense. And Fournier is the man to fit the bill. Great potential, but needs to show consistency to help this linebacking core build. Jimmy's in the SHL and should be a awesome, great user into the ISFL. Welcome into Portland.
All right. Congrats. Next up, London.
With pick 58, London selects Bill Sandwich, user Dossman. We go back to the offensive line well again to get another interior lineman to bolster the offense to help protect the quarterback and stop the defense. So welcome to London, Dossman.
All right, congrats. Pick 59.
With pick 59, Norfolk selects user ATAF. Player name Turd Ferguson. O-line. Not the Turd Ferguson you all know. But, you know, can never go wrong with O-line. We figured that Brad could use a little more protection, and with our previous O-line getting called up this past season, we knew we could fill that slot with another great O-line in this draft.
All right, congrats. Next up, pick 60.
With the 60th pick in the season 59 DSFL draft, Bondi selects safety Mark Thomas, user Nave1080. Make it stop. Did you know that there are 3,662 people named Mark Thomas in the United States? Well, we got one of them. Nave1080 has been grinding TPE and will fill a crucial role in the secondary. Let's get to work. Welcome to Bondi.
All right, congrats. Pick 61.
With the 61st pick of the DSFL draft, Kansas City selects Humongous, user Nick Young. This was an odd pick for us since we thought Nick Young would be gone by now. Another potential great in a long line of awkwardly named players. Humongous is going to be a dangerous presence in the middle of the field for us. Quarterbacks look into the middle of the field, beware, because something humongous is out there waiting. Nick said all the right things in our talks and convinced me that he will be one worth having on our team. So why did everybody let him slip so far? Welcome to your new pack.
All right, pick 62. Dallas selects defensive end Mike Smitty, user Sparks. That's what they had to say. Sparks, my man, is a steal for us at Dallas. Wasn't too many defensive ends in this draft, and we were happy to get one this late that we had a great conversation with. Hoping to bring you to Dallas, Sparks, and we shall see you soon. I'm just glad that there are defensive ends again. Justice for DEs. They will rise
We're
again.
back in it.
I am actually very excited for the sim update because defensive ends have not been done justice in a very long time.
Is that the case? I've never heard that before.
with the 63rd overall pick.
Sorry, I was about to. I
Minnesota selects.
I was hoping I wasn't leaking anything with that, but anyway, yes,
What?
60. I was hoping I wasn't leaking anything with the
I
thing. I thought it was
mean,
announced.
I don't know, but
I thought it was announced. But anyway, pick 63.
Just
is
I
move
think
on
so.
quickly.
But it's move on. Pick 63 is going to be running back Hester Pops Hayes. Or is that Maze? Running back user Chris. They said, once a duck, always a duck. Happy to bring you back as a duck again. Can't wait to have you back in the backfield, tearing through the defenses with us. Welcome, Quack.
At the school of Yo Mama.
At the school of Yo Mama.
I audited a class there.
What was the class, Zach? Expand on
And
that.
with
What was
pick
the class?
64, the Tijuana Luchadors select Industrious Art Vandalay, user Art Vandalay. When you're looking for pieces to put together a team, what you need is someone versatile, someone who can do it all. I think we found that guy in Art. Importer? Yep, but not just that. He's also an exporter. What does he import? Touchdowns. What does he export? Pancakes. He is a captain of industry, and maybe one day a captain of an Ultimate winning Tijuana Luchadors? Maybe 16? We'll see. Welcome to fabulous Tijuana country.
All right, congrats. Moving into round 9 of the S59 DSFL Draft.
Yes, and with the first pick of round 9, the 65th overall pick in the DSFL Draft, Portland selects
Oh no.
Prokedia Johnson, user Prokedia. Taking another shot in the barrel, Portland lands on Prokedia to help this defensive line grow. The potential is definitely there, but will things pan out? I guess we'll have to find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Welcome into Portland.
Oh.
I see Bears render. I'm happy. Congrats. Pick 66 for London.
With pick 66, London selects Keith Donaldson, user K-Doug, cornerback. London goes to the back end of the defense this time. Is pulling a cornerback to help with defending the pass, making sure we don't get beat downfield. London is happy to have you, K-Doug.
All right, congrats. Pick 67.
Pick 67, Norfolk selects Donnie Swaganoff, user Tbags24. Sorry. We figured another safety here to be good, though we couldn't get Tbags to respond to us in messages. So Tbags, if you see this, reach out. We'll get you in the locker room. Set it up.
All right, congrats. Pick 68.
With the 68th pick, Bondi selects kicker Atticus Furby using user Spartan Squirrel. This is Spartan Squirrel. We had a nice conversation with Spartan Squirrel, and they seem interested and eager to kick some butt on the football field. Atticus Furby is going to make the other teams regret punting on such a great new player. Welcome to Bondi Beach, Spartan Squirrel.
Congrats. All right, Kansas City with the funny number.
With the nice pick 69, Kansas City Coyotes select Marcus Rudius, user Carr. In the short time spent in the DSFL, Carr has certainly already made a name for themselves, from giving advice to new joiners to posting interesting images. You can't say that Carr has not been visible. That activity is just what we need at KCC. I think if Carr can keep their opinions on catfish to a minimum, they might be the most bang for your buck pickup in the entire draft.
See, I'd prefer to go with this pick than pick 1 overall. Just me personally. Pick 70 for Dallas. The Cowboy or the Bird Dogs. Select defensive end Cam Days, user Days CC. We needed another defensive end, and Days was still on the board. Days, we reached out to you and hoping to hear back soon. Please reach out whenever you can. So, getting into inactive territory, but that's all right. Still got more to go. Pick 71.
And Minnesota will select Greg Buse, user Greg Buse 24. Love that render. The GMs say TBD. Thank you.
Yes, that's because Dindog never actually got me the rest of the notes. Yes, I am going to call him out on this. And this is
And
why
with-
the GMs need to give all the notes to the stream. Anyway, pick 72.
The render is the word otherwise. I think this is one of the most abstract renders we've ever had.
Which is
It's high art, Jackie.
A singular word. That's insane.
Otherwise,
Really makes you think.
I didn't come here to think. I came here to watch dots. Pick 72.
I came here to pick 72. The Tijuana Luchadors select the Serene Assassin. User. Sorry, I thought I saw a bullet flying by. Oh wait, I did. It was Tijuana's newest running back, screeching through the sound barrier with utmost composure and voice. If you hear them, it's already too late. They're already in the end zone, watching you. Maybe not the last part.
The best play of that Super Bowl. The only one that mattered, really. I don't think anything happened of note after that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just ended after that.
Yeah. I mean, I blacked out. As far as I'm concerned, that was the only play of the game. Pick 73, Portland.
Yes, and with the 73rd pick of this draft, Portland selects Nutsack, user fucknuts9. All right, everybody else in here has already grabbed a tight end, so we felt really left out. It may be the last round, but you really just have to take a shot on someone with a name like this. And he's a tight end. What a position choice for these nuts.
Yep. Feeling that tight end nutsack. Pick 74.
Pick 74, London select Mad Jasper, user Mad Jasper at the running back position. I running back to the London lineup this time with an eye on the ground game, setting up for advantageous field positions. In the past, we've been pretty low on offensive players, and it helps to just bolster that backfield. Welcome to the team, Mad Jasper.
All right. Pick 75.
Pick 75, Norfolk selects user Shy Guy 15, player name Cassius Ellis, cornerback. We figured we could always update our cornerback room, but sadly, Shy Guy is a little too shy and never got back to me on my scouting messages. So Shy Guy, if you see this, please hit me up.
All right. Pick 76. Bondi.
Yeah, that's step one. With pick 76, Bondi selects. Oh no. Oh, I don't have draft notes. It happened to me, guys. This is my last draft and it happened to me. Bondi selects Doug Hoyd, Gidja Ninja 304. It's a running back. And arg. God
Arr.
damn it. I had a streak.
Well, you heard
Welcome
it
to
here, folks.
Bondi.
Cowboy Blender was streaking on the stream. Pick 77.
Who doesn't like Who doesn't like to see a Cowboys streak?
With pick 77 in the DSFL draft, Kansas City
We're so
selected
close.
Leader Okola, user A Bacon. When we pick in these late rounds, we're hoping to find a big surprise in our meal, perhaps a liter's worth of surprise. We're hoping that Mr. Okola can dimposize up for just a quarter and be a big part of the receiving core. I'll cop to the truth that we haven't spoken to A Bacon, but we'll be reaching out and hope to get a favorable answer out of this potential superstar. Anybody's watched Super Troopers.
The sheer level
That
of
makes a lot
the
more sense.
abstract renders going on here. Of course, I'm pretty sure in this case it's just
Every time I look at that render, I laugh.
Pretty sure it's just they didn't fill it out.
Oh, but it's so funny.
Not
Oh
what I
yes, we're gonna
expected.
get some.
Oh, and now
We're
Infi's
hold
joining.
on. We
Okay.
have a joiner.
Is
Yes,
Infi here to scold us?
we're gonna get some clarification here.
You're gonna yell at me again?
He
No, Infi's
he
muted.
came in to yell at us last night. Pick 78. Dallas selects running back Tyler Jacobs, user Zumex. That's what they had to say. Was the only person left that seemed to have hope. Hoping to hear back from you soon, Zumex, and we will be waiting. Like how Infi jumped in for 5 seconds, muted himself, and left.
Hello?
Psychological torture.
Just watching you.
Does that look a disappointing stare?
I'll be watching you. Always watching. Pick 79.
With the 79th overall pick, Minnesota are going to select Adi Pembroke, user Panther552312, Oklahoma State University. They also say TBD, but it's a wide receiver. Wide receivers are cool.
All right.
Arr.
Pick 80, the last pick of the 10th round.
And the moment we've all been waiting for, if you've been paying attention to the draft. Pick 80, Tijuana Luchadors select Hingle, the secret weapon, McCringleberry. QB, user Crippled13. Thought we'd finish off our draft big, like really big. This guy is so dang strong, he just tells the football to throw itself. We need our running backs to wear Kevlar vests just to take a handoff. Tackle him, you and what army? Intercept him, and what? Make yourself a target? I certainly wouldn't want to give the secret weapon an excuse to tackle me. All I can say is, good luck, DSFL.
All right. And if the on the clock thing is any indication, 10 full rounds in the S59 DSFL draft. I don't think we've had a draft that big in a while. And we did it in just a smidge over an hour, too. I'm proud of us. That was good. That was fast.
Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Well, now we have to do waivers
Good job,
too,
guys.
so
That's
Oh, yeah.
that is a you problem. I'm not a GM. Have fun.
The stream ends because Tuba closes his computer.
Pretty much.
No, he's going to go play Civ after this. Let's be real.
Well, yeah, like you're not going to be there too.
I mean, I never said that.
Speaking of, if any of you want to play Civ, we have a nice server to do it in. Anyway,
Do not tempt me.
no, join us.
Hey,
Shameless
yo.
plug.
Join the dark side. All right, that is our that's our draft. So thanks everyone for joining, and congrats all rookies. If you are a rookie and were not in
we
the
do
draft,
actually.
you have what?
We do
Waivers.
actually have to do waivers. Yeah, we do. That was
We do have
that
to
was it a
ask
bit.
them.
We do actually have
Yeah.
to do waivers
We
too.
do?
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
no. Literally, legitimately do have to do waivers.
We do actually have to do waivers.
don't
We have
have any-
waivers already.
Okay, I
Guys,
don't have anything
we have
on the
waivers to do.
draft. So
Do you think we should do the waivers?
you guys have fun.
Well, Bondi picked up Alamo Asamakul, the tight end, Maestro Giacomo Aperol, the defensive end, and Mr. Diggy Smalls, Diggy Fresh, wide receiver off of waivers.
I have one note from Portland. They got Maxwell Silverhammer, a linebacker, user backer 50. And they had to say, with just barely missing the draft, we lucked out with getting a great player and critical piece to fill out all those other linebackers that we picked up. Absolute slam dunk piece.
Kansas City picked up a couple. We got Lynn Starr, the tight end, and Dakota Maltby, the linebacker. If you're out there, let me know. We're reaching out.
Norfolk grab.
Steven.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Rock, paper, scissors. No.
Rock.
Oh, I'm out. Crap. Wasn't ready.
Oh, okay. One.
Go ahead.
Somebody.
Okay. London picked up 2 waivers. Brad Turtleton, user bar H86, defensive end, to help boost our defense. And this is a name. Tuva Niutu Puavaha, user E-Bang, for an offensive lineman to help us bolster our run and pass game.
And Norfolk picked up offensive lineman Jake Lawson. Username Batazu Legion.
Okay. I have some notes here. We have a couple 3 waiver pickups in Tijuana. We got blockbuster Kickless Cage, the greatest name in the league. User 10-point buck. Every kick is a performance, and Kickless Cage is born for the spotlight. Whether it's a routine extra point or a dramatic game-winning bomb, as time expires, he delivers with a blockbuster intensity. Some players play the game. Kickless Cage turns it into cinema. Then we have 5-alarm Fireball Jones, wide receiver, user Inspector Dabbit. Blink and you'll miss him. 5-alarm Fireball Jones hits the field like a sudden eruption, burning best defenders and lighting up the scoreboard in seconds. When the Luchadors need a spark, he's already halfway to the end zone, leaving a trail of cinders in his wake. And then we have the Eternal King Love, user 2Swavy 420. Rising from the canvas again and again, the Eternal King Love refuses to stay down and refuses to be covered. Route after route, play after play, he keeps coming like a tutter rain that never ends, turning broken plays into big moments and tight coverage into heartbreak. In this ring, endurance is power, and the king isn't giving up his crown. That's it.
Okay, now we do super waivers.
Yes,
That
we
was
had
a-
first
that was a
waivers.
All right. I think that's everybody. We got
Get
through at
outta
least the first
here.
round.
Arr.
Arr!
Arr.
All
Should
right.
go like take a cough drop after this.
I might need a cough drop.
Okay.
Lemon honey
All right.
tea.
So now that we have gone through the draft and the first round of waivers, because this class is massive, that's all we've got. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and go get your we'll have your draft sigs up soon. Everyone go have fun with your new teams and have a good night. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.